conclusion, Mr. Chairman, we would like to reiterate 3 points to summarize our narrative, and these are the following. First, reiterate that we stand by our statement that the party list groups under the Makabayan Bloc, Bayan Muna, ACT, Teachers, Grabela, and Kabataan are all CPP-NDF, NPA member organizations, and all their representatives are CPP members. Alias Ka Eric, or alias Victor, explained this when he revealed that the CPP has nevertheless been successful in installing its members in seats of power, particularly in the halls of the legislative body of Congress. As we have earlier shown, and as will be explained further by Ka Eric and other resource persons, the party policy is that no one gets a post to represent the CPP unless he or she is a former member or a cadre of the party. And that is because this is all part of the party's revolutionary dual tactics that allows them to openly and legally mobilize the supporters and allies to serve their true intent to advance the CPP-NDF NPA's objective to undermine and topple the government in the guise of parliamentary exercise. These party list groups under the Makabayan Bloc, which are represented by Congressman Carlos Isaganis-Arape, Congresswoman Eufenia Culyamat, Congressman Ferdinand Gaite, Congresswoman Franz Castro, Congresswoman Arlene Broses, and Congresswoman Sara Jane Ilago, are all now crying that we have red tagged them, have been cited multiple times in testimonies of former rebels and documents and publications on the CTG. No matter how much they try to deny it or use euphemistic terms in trying to justify their involvement in these terrorist groups, the fact remains that their prints all over these overwhelming evidence, which we are now respectfully submitting for consideration to this honorable committee. Second, we would like to express our unequivocal support to our two brave spokespersons, Lieutenant General Antonio G. Parlade Jr. and USEC Lorraine E. Badol. The NTF-ELCA is committed to unmassing the CPP members who are leaders of front organizations. The statement of these two officers of the NTF that representatives of the Makabayan Bloc party list are CPP members is not only sanctioned by the task force, but it is supported by evidence and testimonies of former cadres of the CPP-NDF NPA. The statements are standing on a mountain of evidence. Lastly, Mr. Chairman, we would like to emphasize that the NTF-ELCA is committed to finally end this 52-year-old problem that has stunted our growth and threatens the security of our families. The NTF has taken cognizance of the factors that contributed to the insurgency problem. And under the platform of good governance, all the 12 clusters of the NTF are working together to ensure that government services will be provided to our people. But more than anything, the NTF is committed to inform our people of the truth and expose the true color of these terrorist groups. To accomplish this, it is imperative that we unmask all CPP front organizations that deceive and exploit our children, our women, our indigenous people, and even our democratic institutions. When we expose these front organizations, our intention is to warn and inform our people to ensure the protection of the rights of our children and, as enshrined in our Constitution, to preserve and protect the family as the basic unit of society. Therefore, when we expose these threats to our children and families, we are actually performing a sacred duty, a duty that every Filipino is mandated to perform. Mr. Chairman, honorable members of this committee, the threat of the CPP-NDF NPA is real. We therefore call on all the members of the bureaucracy, the legislative, the judiciary, and most especially our people to join us. It's about time that we stand up and speak up against these terrorist groups. Help us end the local communist armed conflict. Thank you for your attention and your patience. May God bless us all.